Okay, guys, so time has passed long enough, and I finally want to give my opinions on Final Fantasy 16. Now, when this game first dropped, there was a lot of hate, a lot of success. Don't get me wrong, the game sold a astronomical amount in just 1 week, but there was a lot of hate coming from the Xbox fanboys and even the OG Final Fantasy fans. I done seen people say, "Oh, I review bombed it because Final Fantasy belongs in the turn-based style, so I just helped review bombed it. It doesn't deserve a good grade if it's not the old turn-based." Honestly, as every new game comes along, I just see more and more weirdos and just see how weird people are nowadays. Like the fact that you will review bomb a game because it doesn't have an old, outdated system that you liked, it's so weird to me. Like, you guys have too much free times on your hand. Go touch grass, go touch a woman, do something. With that being said, I absolutely love this game, man. This game does something that I really, really, really love. This game was made with so much love and care, and they put so much work into the combat mechanics, the story mode. Now, by all means, this is not a review. I have not finished the game yet. Me personally, I'm not going to review a game until I see that credit sequence roll. But what I am going to tell you about, maybe I would say like 9 to 10 hours in, this game is phenomenal. Let me touch on the combat because this is where the game really shines. As I said in my previous Final Fantasy video, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this by now, but the Devil May Cry combat director helped with the combat, made the combat for Final Fantasy 16, and you can tell the combat variations, the different combo routes, all the unique and different abilities to add to combos, flashy as hell. It's just beautiful to watch. It's fun to play. My one complaint during the demo was that the combat wasn't, it felt kind of floaty. Like, it didn't feel responsive, like I was actually hitting somebody. They fixed that with the launch of the game, which I already expected because we was playing an older build in the demo. Combat is so much fun, and if you see the videos of people just mashing square, you know the people that's holding the controller up and just hitting one button to make it seem like it's regular. They were playing on the easiest mode. You can mash one button if you want to. You will get your ass cremated. Don't do that. I'm telling you that right now. But the main reason why OG fans are really getting on this game and even being as disrespectful saying Final Fantasy 15 is better than Final Fantasy 16. Get the fuck out of here. They're mad because the RPG elements are really not there. If you just love the old version so much, I guess that is disappointing or whatever, but at the end of the day, you have to realize, new era of gaming when it comes to these series. Every series has hit a new switch. The Yakuza series made a switch. God of War made a switch. Like, every series has made a switch. Stop crying. It just is what it is. Don't play it. The RPG elements are fairly weak. I mean, when you get the rings or whatever, you can literally keep the same rings you get in the beginning, and you don't really have to switch them up because they do a good job. There's no reason to switch them up whatsoever. If I don't get my strong RPG elements, I'm gonna cry. I don't know, man. People is weird. I mean, I know it's a big departure from the old Final Fantasy, but just stop crying. Now, the boss battles for Final Fantasy 16 are second to none. This is the staple. I mean, not even a staple. This is the gold standard of boss battles. Like, when developers are making these games, they're gonna look at Final Fantasy on how to make the perfect next gen boss battle. These boss battles are fast paced, intense as hell. Cutscenes are hella crazy. Oh my goodness, you even see online that some people's PlayStation 5s are overheating because the boss battles are so big and intense. If I had to recommend, I would say play on frame rate mode. I never played performance mode on next gen just because I like the 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second when it comes to games. So it'll run a lot smoother than putting it on the 30 frames per second performance mode. That's just my advice to y'all. If y'all PlayStation is turned into a bomb, maybe, just maybe, you should go to the frame rate. I'm just saying. It definitely has the best boss battles I've ever played in my life. And there's so many different variations. It's not just, oh, person with big health. They'll turn into big ass monsters, or you'll have two-part fights, or you'll be flying across the world fighting each other. Like, it's crazy. I really can't say, and what I really appreciate from Square Enix is that they did not make a open world game. It is an open world linear action game, but they could have really said, hey, let's just make this a bloated open world and let's just rob everybody of their money. I'm really glad they made it a linear action game. Nowadays, we just get bloated open world. So that's just something I greatly appreciate. Kudos to them. Now, I see some people say the story is boring. The story is absolutely not boring. I would have to disagree with that because I'm falling in love with the story so much. I love the characters. Benedict, what is that girl name? Benedict or something like that. It's some weird old medieval ass name. I loved her character so much. She was such a badass. Sid, love him as a side character. Like everybody I'm running into so far, I'm really caring about the characters. The plot is great. The twist early in like the first 4 hours, I would say, I like that a lot. So I don't really see where people are saying, "Oh, this story is boring." Now, obviously, I still got a ways to go, only being damn near 10 hours into the game. So it could get a lot weaker in the second half or the middle. I don't know. But from right now, I'm telling you, almost 10 hours in, the story is immaculate. I love it. I really don't have a huge bone to pick with this game, in all honesty. I don't see where all the hate is coming from. Yes, if you're an old fan, okay, I can see you're mad about the RPG element. All right, other than that, you're not going to sit there and tell me, "Oh, man, Final Fantasy 15 is better than 16. Like, that's like saying Lil Pump is better than Tupac. Like, it's a line of disrespect I just will not take. Yeah, guys, that is just my quick little impression and how I feel about Final Fantasy 16. Really loving this game, like, a lot. It's definitely, so far, well, I'm not going to say game of the year so far because I have to finish it, but it is up there for me. It's a top game that's been released in the last decade, in my opinion, already. The game is phenomenal. So if you have not played, or if you're thinking about buying Final Fantasy 16, just buy it, man. It's worth the $70. If you've been to the video, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. But if you like gaming content, reactions, and reviews, I'm your guy. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.